morning, dear students. Today we are going to study about different one more trends in periodic table, that is metallic character and non-metallic character. So what is metallic character and what is non-metallic character? So I am going to explain this metallic character by taking example of first group. First we will discuss what happens in metallic character in groups, and then we will discuss about periods. Okay, so in my previous video lecture I told you that as this means when we are talking about group, so from top to bottom what happens, the number of as we just move down the group, number of shells goes on increasing, and that's why the outermost shell electron, that is valence electron, experiences lesser pull from the nucleus, and atomic size just increases from top to bottom. That this point we have explained in my we have discussed in my previous video lecture. So you can see here group 1. So in group 1, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubium, then caesium, then francium, these elements are there. And you can see here as we move down the group, the number of shells increases 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So this outermost electron experiences lesser pull from the nucleus, and that's why atomic size also increases down the group. So on going down the group, metallic characters also increases. Means as we move down the group, the tendency to lose electron increases because this outermost electron experiences lesser pull from the nucleus. That's why as we move down the group, this outermost electron easily just means it just easily lose by that atom, by that element. That's why the tendency to lose electron increases from top to bottom, and hence electropositive characters also increases. What is mean by electropositive characters? As the element loses electron, it forms positive ions, which is called electropositive character. So it increases from top to bottom. Means when we just talking about metallic characters, in this first group, lithium is the least metallic element and francium is the most metallic element. Got it, student? How metallic character varies in group? As we move down the group, this metallic character increases, electropositive character also increases, and tendency to lose electron increases. Why tendency to lose electron increases? Because as we move down the group, number of shells are increases, so outermost electron experiences lesser pull from the nucleus. That's why outermost electron easily just remove out. Okay, so this is about groups. So what happens in non-metallic related to non-metallic character when we are talking about group? Here I will explain by taking example of group 17. So fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, you can see here. So on going down the group, what happens? Electronegative characters or non-metallic characters decreases. So fluorine is most electronegative and iodine is least electronegative. The tendency of atom to gain electron decreases from top to bottom. Okay, exactly opposite to metallic characters. When we are talking about groups, what happens in group? Metallic character increases and non-metallic character decreases. Tendency to lose electron increases and tendency to gain electron decreases. Okay, so now we are going to study about period. So what will happen in period? Here when we are talking about period, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, these all are present in same period. So you can see here 281, 283, just electrons are added in the same shell. Means number of shells remains constant throughout the period from left to right. Only the electrons in number of electrons increases in the outermost shell. That's why what happened? These outermost electrons experiences greater pull from the nucleus, and atomic radius, atomic size just decreases as we go from left to right in period. That's why metallic character also decreases, electropositive character decreases, and tendency of atom to lose electron decreases from left to right. Why? You can see here, as we move from left to right, number of electrons increases. That's why this outermost electron experiences greater pull from the nucleus, so it cannot easily remove out. So the tendency of atom to lose electron decreases from left to right. Here it increases from top to bottom. Then what about non-metallic characters? Non-metallic character increases, electronegative character also increases, and tendency to gain electron increases. You can see here, this in sodium it will give electron, it will give electron, it will give, but here the tendency to gain electron, they just take electrons to become stable. So this electronegative character increases. Got it, student? What is metallic and non-metallic characters in periodic table? So what is meant by metallic and non-metallic characters? In groups, what happen? Metallic characters increases from top to bottom. In periods, metallic character decreases from left to right. Electropositive character increases from top to bottom. Electropositive characters decreases from left to right. Then the tendency of element to lose electron increases from top to bottom. Here the tendency of element to lose the electron decreases from left to right. Okay, student, we have discussed by taking examples these metallic and non-metallic characters related to atomic size of that element, and atomic size we have discussed in my previous video lecture. I hope you got all points related to metallic and non-metallic characters of an element. So students, also I have sent you one more video related to electronic configuration, how to write electronic configuration of element. Just now I send you that video also, so you can see here how just we can find out valency by writing this electronic configuration. So valency of hydrogen is 1, valency of helium is 0, because helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, these are inert gases. Then lithium is 1, then again beryllium is 2, then 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It just increases, decreases in this particular manner. So there means in your syllabus only 20 elements are there for determining valency, but I will tell you valency of another elements also. So you can see here what is the electronic configuration of scandium to zinc, that is from 21st to 30th element, and you can write this by using my video lecture. So when we are talking about the valencies, so they show different valencies here, 5, 4, then iron 2, 3, copper 2, 3. This is called variable valency. So what is mean by variable valency, student? Valency is the combining capacity of an element, and when we are talking about certain elements, you can see what happens in case of iron and copper. So they have variable valency because that means we have studied about this outermost electron take part, or it is related to valency of element. But sometimes what happened, penultimate shells, penultimate shell means one more shell get involved into this valence into that one shell from that electronic configuration may also lost some or more 2 or more electrons. That's why that element shows more than one valency, and that is called variable valency. Okay, so iron and copper shows 2 valencies. Iron has valency 2 and 3, ferrous and ferric, and copper also shows 1, 2 and 1 and 2 valencies. So then when we are talking about copper sulfate, or then cuprous means 2 plus and cupric means 3 plus. So they shows variable valencies. What is mean by variable valency? The electrons which are present in outermost shell are called valence electrons. So these electrons are just what happens in some cases, one or more electrons from the core's outermost shell may also be lost after removal of valence electrons, and such elements therefore show 2 or more different valencies. That's why it is called variable valency. I hope you got all points related to metallic characters, non-metallic characters, and also valency and variable valency. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.